Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Natalie's Music Live Chat. This evening is going to be an amazing music live chat with Andrew, No EDJ. Here he is.
You can hear his piece at the moment, and we're going to chat about him and his latest music.
Oh, hang on.
Hey.
Hello. How are we doing?
Hey, fine. Thank you. And how are you? And
I'm good.
the cup you can see here is the music cup you can purchase at the rulesfitness.shop store. A little merch in between. So, I would like to start off again at the beginning with you, like a kind of a background information on and how you came in touch with music and till today. So,
okay. I started DJing probably early 2000s on vinyl. UK Garage, I started DJing, and then I DJed sort of hip hop R&B for about that and garage for about. Sorry, I just thought this. My best mate is putting comments on the bottom. Yeah, I used to DJ with him actually, so I did that for about 15 years. Always wanted to get into producing. And yeah, a couple of years ago, I gave up the DJing. I got sort of children. I gave up the DJing probably about 3 or 4 years ago for a minute. I'm looking to get back into it now, but and yeah, I just wanted to concentrate on producing. So I finally had the time. So yeah, that's where I am now. I've been doing it for a couple of years.
2.5 years now of productions. Yeah, tell us a little more about the choice of your software and how you started off with producing and the software.
It's like looking at real instruments or real equipment. You know, it's everything. The mixer is a proper SSL mixer. All of the instruments are like, you know, the drum machine. It looks just like a drum machine, if you know what I mean. So you feel like you're playing about with the hardware rather than just looking at a computer screen. So that's the thing that drew me to it originally. And now I just know how to use it. So the thought of, you know, of learning another door, you know, like I know Ableton's great, Logic's great, but I know what I'm doing. So, you know, that's But no, I love Reason.
So you started off with Reason and stick with Reason. Yeah, mostly I would say like a lot of producers like stick them with the software they then kind of get used to, and it's also kind of a convenience.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's, you know, it takes a while to learn it, doesn't it? So, you know, then I've thought of learning something else. And actually, I'm on Reason 12 now, but I did actually buy Reason 2 about 15 years ago. Before YouTube, you know, so I bought a laptop because I wanted to get into producing back then. Like I said, it was before YouTube, so I plugged it in and I played about with it, and none of my friends made music, so I didn't have a clue what I was doing. I couldn't even get the thing to make a noise, let alone make any music. So and you did make me a promise, if you remember.
I know,
on the
but
last one.
We still got some time, and I promised you that. So I'm going to keep my promise. It's just going to be at the last of the, and no matter how long it takes,
you'll get there. You'll get there.
But I really appreciate that, and because you hold me accountable for this hate song, you know, and I'm really mucking around with this song like years now, and this year is going to be a big year. Absolutely.
Good. So, I can't wait to hear it.
Now, what have you done in this year? Quite a lot. You have produced a couple of songs, huh? Tell me more about that.
I'm trying to think how many I had out when we spoke last, but I've definitely had a few more. I've had a few on the same label, which is Midnight City's label. And a friend of mine has started up his own label up in Scotland, and I did a remix for that.
Cool.
And then, in just under a month now, I've got a 3-track EP coming out on Hot Creations, which is just sort of mind blowing to me still. But
okay.
yeah, it's happening.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's happening a lot.
It's got to be about 11, I think. 11 so far.
Wow.
Yeah, I think I've got, and I've got another. I've got these three, like I said, coming out on Jamie Jones's Hot Creations. Then I've got 2 coming out on Food later on in the year, hopefully. And then I think much this year done. I've done 2 collab tracks with Mac and Ward, who are brilliant. So we're just looking for a home for those at the minute. Yeah, it's been busy. It's been busy. The way it tends to work is I'll try and start something on a Sunday, and then if it's flowing okay, then I might get sort of the body of it done in 2 or 3 hours, and then I might spend a week or 2 even then dipping in and out for an hour or a couple of hours every night or every other night, and just sort of adjusting things, living with it for a bit, listening to it, and downloading on the listening, and then going back in and changing things. So it varies. I can get sort of the main bit of the song done in a short amount of time. In one sitting, but it takes me a while then of tweaking and making sure everything's right. And I don't know if you're ever fully happy with it, but.
That's the kind of the progression part as well.
Yeah.
You also, it's a development, it's a progression. So,
and to be honest, I enjoy the process. So, like, I think I said to you last time, even if I think it's really, really rubbish, then I'll just bin it. But most of the time, I'll finish it, even if I'm not really feeling it, because to me, it's good practice. One, it's good practice to finish it, and I enjoy the process. And then when I'm doing another track, I might be doing it and thinking, well, I remember I did a bit in another track, so then I'll go in and I'll just take that little bit out and put it in, and you know what I mean. So I tend to finish most things. I don't sort of have lots of loops hanging around on my computer, and then I tend to finish most things.
That's something which I highly appreciate about you. You finish off your songs. So, now you've been working a lot, and now you signed also to different labels, right?
I don't care. When out on Food, I went out on Food Music, and it was on like a various artists EP. And Shadow Child sent the promo out, and Jamie Jones really liked that track and liked it more than the other tracks on the EP. So when I finished these 3 tracks, he said, because he knows Jamie Jones quite well, he said, right, I'm going to send these to Jamie and see if he likes them. So he sent them to Jamie for me, and he liked them and signed them up, which was
amazing.
Yeah, which is brilliant. Like to get something out on a label as big as Hot Creations is just it's bonkers.
Great.
I still hasn't really sunk in yet, but it won't be long. And as a bonus, I'm just sort of enjoying the brand, trying not to take it too seriously and just sort of going with it. I'd love to do a few DJ shows where people book me because of my music rather than being a resident or whatever. Which I love doing that, and that's sort of the next thing. Fingers crossed.
Yes, fingers crossed for you. Yeah, you're going to make it happen anyways. I'm pretty sure about that. So, so DJ shows, and now turn the screen for us that we can also see, like, what are you working at the moment? And
just finished. These are the tracks that are going to be going on to the tracks that's going to be going out on Food towards the end of the year. But did you want me to play you a little bit of this? Is that?
Yes, please do so. Yeah,
right,
yes.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
Oh, and be careful. Great. The volume.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's very movie. Yeah.
Can you hear it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. That's really
Of R&B and hip hop and dancehall fan. So I've been trying to get sort of a reggae dancehall lyric in a song for a bit. Sort of equalize the compressors and things, and you've got. I won't bore you too much with it, but if I show you that's one of the drum machines, and you sequence it as you would a real 909 or 808. You know what I mean? So it's just. It's like playing with a hardware, and then the mixer is like this. It's a proper SSL sort of a mixer. So that's
how many BPM was that? What was that? Like 128?
132. That was actually. I've been creeping them up, although that's about as fast as I know. I think I've been playing about with. It comes from my garage background, I think, because garage is usually garage is a bit quicker. It's around anything from 133 up to 140 garages. I just like the energy of it. So most of my stuff is anywhere between 128 to 130 for definite. You'd be surprised, there's people now like Dance System and stuff. He's been doing stuff at like 135. Josh Aval has been doing stuff
really?
Around 135. Some of the tech house and some of the, it's quite quick now.
Mm-hmm. And I took your pieces down as well to 124.
Oh, do you?
Because everybody's got their range.
Yeah. Everyone's different, and that's the beauty now with that master tempo. You can pretty much change it to what you like, and it's not going to sound like chipmunks singing or anything. So
And I do like your pace. Your music is very lively. It's really something also made for people on the dance floor. So when is your release going to be of your latest song?
The Hot Creations one is out on the 15th of October. 3 weeks. I think it's 3 weeks tomorrow. I think. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, see how that goes. Always finish things, always. And it's definitely helped me progress. Definitely, 100%.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, 100%. I'm totally with you on that one. So, you know what I'm going to have to do, and I'm working at it.
Oh, I'm sure it's great. All your other stuff is great, so I have no doubt it'll be great.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, I progressed a lot. My first pieces, when I'm hearing them today, I thought like, I could have done better. But it's all the years, and I never produced as much pieces like you do. So your practice and your knowledge, you gain so much knowledge in this short period of time. So what you do is absolutely right when you want to progress in another speed.
I'll be honest, that's why I left it so long, I think, is because I knew if I'd have done it earlier, I wouldn't have been able, I didn't have the time to dedicate to it. So, that's why I think I waited.
I'm really curious on your next piece then as well. And there are going to be many pieces where I'm going to finish off one. You're going to have like several. And if you want to have one of these amazing music cups, it's all about music, then you can purchase the mug at the williamsrecords.ch store. Yes, Andrew? Yeah.
I'll have to get myself one then. Yeah, I'll order myself one when we get.
I'm a tea drinker.
Yeah,
I mean, that's you. Can you drink tea? I usually do drink tea.
I do usually, although I have got a glass of wine tonight, which I never do on a school night. I never do on a school night, but I thought, I thought I'd have a glass of wine.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, well deserved. Well deserved. Yeah, you never know. Perhaps I have wine in this mug.
Yeah, I was just thinking you get a lot of wine in that mug.
So have a wonderful eve, and till soon. We're going to stay in touch, and definitely. You guys, thank you so much for joining in and listening to us, guys. Thank you so much.